Hey, this is Matt once again. We're about to another video. This is another paid request, this time for Dan. Thank you so much for that. And for those interested in requesting pretty much any type of videos or topics, reactions, reviews, re-reviews, randomness, out of blueness, whatever it may be, feel free to send it either directly to my PayPal or join my Patreon. Both links are down below in the info box. And this is for a film called Round Trip to Heaven, which I had heard of. My friend Mike, OCP Communications, he did an VHS collection video. I forget which one it was. And this is one of the... I think he got stuff shipped back to him. He was looking at some bins. And this was one of them. I'm like, what the hell is this movie? I'd never heard of it. Zach Galligan from Gremlins and Waxwork and Corey Feldman, also from Gremlins, but License to Drive, The Lost Boys. They starred together in the film as cousins. Okay. Watch the film to see why, because it's an awful movie. It's like an awful wannabe teen sex comedy with a whole lot of nothing going on, and it's kind of spinning its wheels for a good chunk of it. Throws in a couple titties to think it'll be a good movie. And I'm like, okay, when I went into this, I'm thinking it maybe be a time waster. Because I liked Zach Galligan. Corey Feldman I could deal with. And the song at the beginning, I didn't mind it. You got a home in my heart. I didn't mind the music. I didn't mind the score. Didn't mind the song. I mean, it's not like a favorite song, but okay, see where this goes. And I thought, wow, that's strange. It's done by Saban Entertainment and it's written by Shuki Levy. This is a person that would write a lot of Power Rangers soon after this. A lot of Power Rangers stuff. Helped create the US version of Power Rangers. Shuki Levy. And he wrote this. And it's Saban Entertainment. And like, okay. And then the first scene is of supposedly this comedy, Round Trip to Heaven. Ray Sharkey, in a deal with these guys, drug deal, he shoots the two guys with a shotgun with some squibs. Ray Sharkey has a very gravel voice. Gets in the car, a little bit of a car chase. He gets arrested, but the suitcase with the money is left in this car, this Rolls Royce. I'm like, okay, that's a strange way to open up your comedy. But hey, Stakeout is a action comedy, and that has a somewhat serious opening, but that works very well. But then the scene afterward really crushed any hope I had with it. Because Zach Galligan is outside trying to entertain kids, while inside, Corey Feldman is a clown having sex with one of the kids' moms. And as he's having sex, he'll honk a horn. Honk, honk. And for some reason, during sex, Corey Feldman sounds like Jerry Lewis. Oy vey. I don't know why he's trying to sound like Jerry Lewis while having sex. I don't know why we need Corey Feldman as a clown having sex with someone and honking his horn. I'm sitting there going, well, I already know this is going to be a piece of shit. And it was a piece of shit. And Zach Galligan's trying to tell lines of dialogue to kids saying, so he says to the chicken, that's not a hamburger, that's a pickle. Stick a pickle up your ass and call it dill. Fucking shit. And so again, they play cousins. Corey Feldman works at a garage. Zach Galligan is visiting for a bit. Corey Feldman is in love with this woman that does catalogs and is going to be in this beauty pageant. He's like smelling, huffing a porn magazine, and Zach Galligan's like, don't do that, don't huff that magazine, you'll die of ink poisoning. Like, this is the dialogue, this is the fucking shit we have going in the damn first 15 minutes of the movie. So he gets the idea of seeing this beauty pageant. It's in Palm Springs. Hey, I worked at this garage. We got this Rolls Royce. It's here. Let's take you to Palm Springs and go to this beauty pageant, and we'll pretend to be workers there, and we'll see what happens. And Corey Feldman even has his dream where it's in the clouds, and he's in a white suit. He's making out with this lady. There's a bit, again, to throw some titties in there. Each one of them's trying to have sex with someone, but Zach barfed on her, and Corey Feldman, even though the titties are right there, he's watching the TV with his dream crush, and so the two ladies leave. Ray Sharkey wants that car and sees that the car's been taken, so then he goes to a cab driver played by Miguel Nunez Jr., Joanna Man himself, who is trying to be funny. I don't know what you'd call I almost called him Joanna Man. I don't know what Miguel Nunez was. I guess he's trying to be just the funny cab driver. The hippity hop, funny cab driver. Oh man, can't believe I'm doing this, man. My brother wouldn't do this. My brother's so black, he went to night school and blah 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 blah. So in that cab, there was another girl who was a hostage, but she's able to escape, and it's a girl who is friends with Corey Feldman. She's the nerdy next door girl who Corey Feldman won't pay attention to, even though she's more gorgeous than the dream girl. And I maintain that she is much more gorgeous than the dream girl is. So if it takes Corey Feldman the entire movie to realize that, makes him an idiot in my eyes. Well, I think he's an idiot in real life too, but even in the movie he's an idiot in my eyes. And when they find the girl tells the story, and the three are like, nah, let's not go to the cops. I mean, she was only taken hostage in a cab with a gun to her head. But nah, let's not go to the cops, because we're too busy going to a fucking beauty pageant. I would think going to the cops would be much more fucking important than going to a fucking beauty pageant. But apparently not to these characters. And then it's pretty much them just lollygagging around. Ray Sharkey is with the cab driver, then a cop stops him, and then Ray Sharkey escapes, and then Miguel Nunez, of course he won't believe me, this white cop won't believe me. And then he pops up from time to time for no reason, the cab driver, only to then get held hostage by another random group of criminals. And he's like, you kidding me? And then he drives off with these criminals, so you never see him again. Ray Sharkey goes to a room. Instead of just going in and searching, which I don't know why he doesn't, this guy is willing to kill and murder. Why didn't he just bust through the door, search for his suitcase? We should find out the money is counterfeit. Why didn't he do that? He just decides to just walk down the hallway and sit in a chair. And these two cops that follow Ray Sharkey, they, instead of just busting him right then and there, because he's got a fucking gun, no, they just wait and they hide in a closet. And this one Spanish lady, Mexican lady, she sees them and she's, oh, Míos Dio, Santa Maria, ay, 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 ay. What the fuck? They literally had the Mexican lady look and go, oh, Dios mío. Because you saw two cops in a fucking closet? It's not like they were naked or making out or had guns pointed at her. It's like literally More like, what are you doing here? Get out. No. She's like, oh, mio Dio, Santa Maria, ay, ay, yay, 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 yay. So over the top and so fucking, some would say racist. To me, it's just stupid. It's unfunny. If you're wondering what's going on with Corey Feldman and Zach Galligan, not much. They have fake jobs. They go to the parties. Corey Feldman pretends to be a producer. Sometimes he has a fake mustache. Says, yeah, we produced Rambo. We produced Rambo. I'm like, there were no movie called Rambo, Feldman. There's Rambo 2 or First Blood. There's no movie called Rambo unless you went to the future to 2008 and got that Rambo and produced that. This is 1992. And then Zach Galligan hits out with this Russian girl whose counselor is... No, not counselor. Chaperone. Is this older lady, and I recognize the older lady, Lillian Chavin. Chavun. She was the superior, the mother in Silent Night, Deadly Night 1. The religious lady, the mother superior, the nun that would order for kids to be whipped and punished. The one that you wanted to see it come up in Silent Night, Deadly Night 1. She was also in Predator 2. She was the lady who Danny Glover took the thing. This thing has no weight. And Danny's like, but it cuts like steel. I see nothing on the periodic table. That female scientist, she's in that too. She's been in other stuff, but she's here as, again, the chaperone to this Russian teen for the pageant. And then she's the one who gets in a fight with Ray Sharkey at the end. Because, spoiler alert, fuck it, Zach Galligan finds out there's a counterfeit money. He turns, and the Russian lady's got her tits out. They start making out, having sex. Ray Sharkey comes in with a gun. Then the cops come in. No, before that, before the cops, the chaperone, the woman from Silent Night, Deadly Night and Predator 2, she comes in, beats up Ray Sharkey with kicks and punches, and you have this music of Russian. I'm like, what is it? Fucking Tetris. I know that music was before Tetris, but anytime I think of this music, I think of Tetris. Hey, it's like, I don't hear someone going, hey, like goofy shit. If you wonder where the fuck's Corey Feldman, he's trying to hit on this lady, his dream crush, with the fake mustache he's got on, fake accent he's got on. Russian chaperone kicks Ray Sharkey's ass. Then the cops come in. Then Father Corey Feldman comes in. Everything gets taken care of. You have this one scene. This is the only sincere motherfucking scene in the movie, where Corey Feldman is talking with the girl next door. She lost the pageant. The Dream Crush won. And she's by a piano. Corey Feldman sits down. Corey and the next door girl, she maybe doesn't literally live next door. I don't remember the character's name. They're talking. And talk about their past and how long they've known each other. And the music, the score, and the performances are sincere. They're rather good. Corey Feldman's rather good in that scene. It's like I'm trying to be Corey Feldman, I'm trying to be cool, and I'm trying to be funny, and I'm trying to do this, or a fake mustache, and I'm trying to be funny. All that is taken off. All that shtick armor is torn off. He's just in the moment, low-key, subtle, and sincere when talking to this girl. It's a real moment. I'm watching this scene, I'm going, why the fuck is this scene not more of the movie? The sincerity that Corey Feldman is injecting in this one scene, and the girl, she's doing a good job too. Why is more of the movie not this scene? Why is more of the movie not this bit? More of this. Real sincerity. I don't understand that. Like, he could do it. He's doing it in this scene. But and that's the thing, is that Corey Feldman, Zach Galligan, they're the stars, and they barely do shit in this movie, if you think about it. Other than the stupid clown shit, the get together, let's go down there, we get jobs, they bullshit some people, they steal some clothes, bullshit some more people, Zach tries, has sex. That scene I mentioned. And then the next day, Corey Feldman tells his dream crush, listen, I'm not really a producer, I apologize, I can't do this. Because he's in love with the other girl, his friend. So, he, as well as Zach Galligan and the Russian girl, they get in golf carts. They drive the golf course to find the lady before she gets on a plane, tells her to stay. That song from the beginning plays, and the movie's over. And I go, the movie's not that funny. I can't think of one moment I laughed. Zach Galligan and Corey Feldman didn't really have chemistry with each other. And I liked each of them, but I don't think they really worked together as a team. I know they worked together in Gremlins, but it was a small bit, and Corey Feldman was a better actor as a kid than he was as an adult. I do feel that way. Plus, I was always more of a Corey Haim fan. This felt like a bit where Corey Haim would have been the Zach Galligan role. And I'm surprised he wasn't. I don't know, there's some other issues, but this does feel like, if someone told me originally this was going to be Corey Haim and Corey Feldman instead of Zach Galligan and Corey Feldman, I would believe it. I would buy it. But it's just, it's rather boring. There's subplots like Miguel Nunez's cab driver that really go nowhere. Because again, if you stick with him just from being arrested by other random people, you never see him again. This whole bit with this other girl he's really in love with, there wasn't a whole lot of that melded into the rest of the movie. There's only little bits where Feldman says something and the girl looks, upset or sad. There's not a whole lot of adventures our two characters go through. Think of Harold and Kumar go to White Castle. They're going to White Castle, but think of all the adventures they go through with. They get to that college and all the stuff that happens there. The stupid raccoon thing. The getting their car broke down, and this weird guy with this beautiful lady. All the hijinks, the weird up and downs that they go through. It is a journey. And at times a very funny journey. And Harold and Kumar Go to White Castle is one of my favorite comedies. I love that film. That's an actual journey, up and down, going through all. Here, there's really not much of a journey for our two characters. Corey Feldman, at times, he's doing his obnoxious shtick. He thinks he's so funny, he's so cool, when he's quite the opposite. If I was more interested to see what Zach Galligan would do instead of Feldman. And again, the first time you see him is as a clown humping a woman with honk, 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 squeezing it. What, is that his cue that he's coming or going? Ray Sharkey is just a bad guy with a gravel voice that trying to sound, not trying, but trying to sound funny, yeah, trying to sound tough. Maybe in real life he was, but in the movie he just comes off as... And this is like the beginning is this bloody... Well, not that blood. Well, blood squibs. People get shot with shotguns. You see squibs. So, for this type of movie, decently violent. And then... But then, you think of the way that begins, but then the way it ends is an old Russian woman beating the shit out of him. And... And this stuff, I just... It wants to be a TNA movie, but it's not nearly sleazy enough, other than a few tits. It wants to be a comedy, but it's not that funny. It wants to be an action film, but it's not that action-packed. It wants to be, round trip. You trip to heaven, like this field trip or road trip, but there's not a lot really happening during the trip. I can't really describe a lot of little mini adventures our characters go through. Again, your two leads don't really have the best chemistry with each other. And just really a lame movie. Just a really lame, boring, unfunny flick. And again, I like Corey Feldman less and less as the years come and go. So that's another factor. Maybe this is Corey Haim. I would like it a bit better, but even then, it still would need a more polish. Like, this guy, obviously, he does not know how to write this kind of film. That's why he went into Power Rangers. That's more his fit, Power Rangers. It shows, okay, that's why he went to Power Rangers. This kind of film, again, is not his fit. It's not his skill is writing this type of movie, so... But hey, at least I saw it once. I never have to see it again. If I do, I could just rewatch my video and be like, oh, that's why I don't need to re-see it. But with that said, I guess if you're a diehard Corey Feldman fan or Zach Galligan fan, it's trying to be more Feldman while Zach Galligan is second fiddle, but I think Zach Galligan should have been more the lead. Because I think he works a bit better than Feldman. But Feldman was more of the star because of License to Drive, Lost Boys, some of this other stuff. Although, I'm guessing this film went straight to video. Who knows? But I mean, maybe this film went to theaters. If so, I was like, damn. And like, no wonder this has no DVD. This, I'm fine with not being on DVD. But yeah, with that said, thanks for watching. Take care. We'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.